Hey Dad, how you doing? This is Andre, and me and Alex got a message for you. So just bear with us, and I guess kind of hear us out, and enjoy your day.
It is now Father's Day, and my husband and I have been together for almost 35 years. And I do appreciate him being the provider, being the protector, loving our children, embracing us, and giving us the things that we need. I couldn't have done it without him, and I couldn't have picked a better man than the man I chose who asked me to marry him, and I said yes. Best answer I ever gave him my whole life.
It's definitely played a role in my life. Having a father in my life, showing me, right from wrong. Sadly, you see a lot of young guys out here that don't have dads. They end up incarcerated or behind bars. It's just tough, but I just keep them in prayer. But having a father in my life definitely played a role. Um, it's played a role, to have a relationship. What it's like to go forward, as a man, grow as a man. You know, you're a young boy. You're doing young boy things, but as you're aging up, it's important to have that man in your life. It's okay, to have your mother. I mean, we all need our mothers, right? But having a father, you need that second parent in your life, so it can teach you, hey, if this happens, do this. You don't have to, you know, fight fire with fire. There's other ways around that. So what I think, um, to have a father in my life is, it's truly a blessing. It's like a map. Go where, it's instructions. It gives you instructions on what to do.
Having an active father in my life is very important and very resourceful, but most importantly, it was super impactful. I mean, I don't know what I would have done not having my father in my life or a part of my life. He's been just such an active role in my life, just showing me the ropes, showing me, how to approach different situations as a young black male here in the world. And it's just amazing, man. He's been great. And a lot of times when I was younger, yeah, sometimes I didn't think much of it, but as I got older, like, when I was younger, of course I was a kid, so a lot of those lessons it just didn't soak in at the time. But now me being older and seeing what's going on in the world, it's like, it's I know it's late to sink in, but he put the message out there, and the seed is just sunken in, and y'all taking that all in. And I'm very appreciative of all the lessons and knowledge that he shared with me and continues to share with me to this day. And he's still an active part in my life. He's amazing, man. I wouldn't trade him for the world. He's been great. It's been great having a father in my life, father figure. Because a lot of people don't have that blessing in their life, and I truly am blessed, even though I may take it for granted at times, but just know that I would have traded for the world. I'm so grateful to have my father in my life as an active member, active participant in my life. He's just been amazing.
Over the years, my children were little, and when they were teenagers, and now that they're adults, their dad played a major role. When we moved to Lubbock, he had a lot of time to spend with the kids. And the bond then and the bond now has grown day by day, need by need, and they enjoy being with their father. Even sometimes they slither around and try to duck and hide, but it gives me great joy to see them spend time with their dad, because in the beginning it was rocky and he traveled a lot, but now since Lubbock and Maryland and now here, he spent way more time with them, and you can see great strides in them learning from him and interacting with him. It's been a joy. It's really fun to watch.
The things that we enjoyed, with Dad, what we enjoy doing together is spending time in the office first. I gotta mention that when I go to the office, he's on the computer. We'll talk about, how things are going, like sports, and then outside the office, we'll like go to games, whether it be Memphis games or pro games. It can be anything, other college sports games. Spending that time together, and also relating to sports. Also, what goes on in real life stuff like news or stuff we see on other websites, that kind of stuff. And going back to when I was younger, like having him there to mentor me, to mentor us, when we were playing football, for the small parks, and he'd be out there. He was a defensive coach, and I thank him for that. I really do. That helped me grow as a man as well. So I can put that behind. Going fishing, I forgot to mention that. Going fishing with him back in 2008, and my granddad was still here. I think that was one of the best times I spent with him. Traveling across the country the years before that, Texas, Maryland, he coming here, I think it was a true blessing. You don't find too many dads like the ones that we have.
Their dad has always instilled in them, we have, to be leaders and not followers, to do unto others as they would like them to do unto them. To say manners gets you a long way. Saying yes ma'am and no sir and please and thank you has worked over the years, even though their peers at school didn't agree with them. It stuck, and they've learned. Opening a door for somebody or helping somebody when they see they need help struggling. These are the things we ingrained in them into, follow the 10 Commandments. Honor your mother and your father. Say your prayers at night. Do the things that need to be done. You see something need to be done around in the house or around the house, pitch in. Help out. Because many hands make light work. And the last one is to love each other and to learn to forgive. It's hard, but they've gotten better over the years. They don't say what their dad used to say, rather than say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I was wrong. Their dad would say, I stand corrected. But the children learn to say those things and say, I'm sorry, Mom, I messed up. I was wrong, forgive me. So, they're pretty good kids. Turned out pretty good compared to their peers who had the young parents. And according to my son, we were the old parents. But we did it the right way. We had kids when we were supposed to, not when we were still kids.
Strong lessons that my father has taught me is lessons that my father has taught me that stuck with me to this day. There's plenty of them. I can think of a whole bunch, like a laundry list, but I'll just give y'all a short little few. Is one that's short, sweet, and simple. Is don't sag your pants. That's something that he would definitely frown upon and would never let us ever try to attempt to do, ever being a child. So I don't sag my pants because my father, he taught me. Nah, that's a no-go. Second would be a very important one that he taught me at a young age is to not worry about what people think about you. It took years, of course, for that to soak and sink in, but now me being the age I am now, 27. I'm sorry, 26. Ooh, goodness, I'll turn 27. Yeah, soon. But no, it's just, you can't worry about what people think about you and say about you. People are gonna have their own opinions and their own sayings and thoughts and assumptions about you. So why are you gonna waste your time worrying about what they think, or even trying to explain to them about who you are? Just don't worry about that, man. Do you live your life, and that stuff is irrelevant. It's irrelevant because at the end of the day, you're spending too much time and really not living your life, worrying about what people think about you. And the second would be, there's plenty of them. To think before I act. To think before I act is a very important one. I can't tell you how impulsive I used to be, and I still get the urge to be impulsive now. But I always think, if I do this, what's going to be the repercussions because of that? Cause and effect. And he's done a very good job of teaching me, think before you act. And there's plenty other ones. Conflict resolution skills, all that stuff. My father's just been amazing, so he's taught me a lot, and I'm very grateful for that. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad.
Something that stuck with me that he's taught me to this day is just take care of your temple. You only have one. You only get one temple. You only get one life. I do need to work on that, but the other thing is walk positive. Walk with your head up. Don't walk with your head down. Understand the stuff that's happening around you, or it is happening around you. You just take care of yourself, and you'll be all right.
Them spending time with their dad was fun. But with the boys, it was even funny because when they were playing Bill Art football and they went to the Choo Choo Bowl, and Alex actually played along with Andre, and he got in the game, and Alex made a play that everybody on the team went, "Was that you, Papa?" And he's all dancing around, yeah, I laid him out, yeah, I hit him. To hear them come home from the Choo Choo Bowl over that Thanksgiving holiday was really fun to hear. I couldn't be there, but I could envision my sons playing in the Choo Choo Bowl and their dad coaching. That was really nice. Their dad teaching the girls, he suckered them into cutting the grass, and they were so excited to spend time with their dad that they would do anything. When we were in Glen Carvin, he taught them how to cut grass, and I told them, don't do it, he'll have you doing it forever. But they were so glad to impress their dad that they could cut that grass. And they cut the grass, and they had to cut the grass and continue to cut the grass for many years before they got out of it. When the boys had to learn how to cut grass, they were like, we should have listened.
Which makes you laugh
well, there's definitely a lot of them. When actually there was a should I go with that story? There was a show called The Quad, and it was talking about it wasn't a real university. It was called Georgia A&M University, and it was a actually really good show, and it was on BET. So Dad thought Georgia A&M was a real college, and I was talking about that's Georgia A&M, and he thought it was a real college until he looked it up. It was a part of a show. He's like, oh man. We both laughed at that. So that's something that can stick with me till this day. That's really funny. So I think, yeah.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. Um, Thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you for just being supportive, being a teacher, an amazing teacher. Um, One little short, quick little story is I think it's just crazy how your passion got passed down to me. Your videography passion, passion in just media and entertainment just got passed down to me because I love it now, and this is what I want to get into. And I want to thank you for having that dream and passing it to me and blessing me with that passion and getting me into just the media industry and all with the work we did at the store with the DVDs. That right there was like its entry level into the door for me, was doing that and like doing little video transfers we did here at the house for the family stuff. So I really do appreciate you, Dad. Thank you so much for just giving me your dreams and teaching me up and coaching me up and allowing me to be where I am now. But without wasting any more of your time, happy Father's Day, Dad. Thank you so much for being a part of our lives and to just be an amazing blessing to us. Thank you so much, Dad. Happy Father's Day 2020. Ooh, not 2012, 2020. Thank you, Dad.
Dad, I appreciate you being in my life. I really thank you, for being the man, being the father that I needed in my life. Very grateful for that. I wouldn't know what to do if I didn't have a father in my life. I could have been the other way, but I don't even want to think about that. I want to think about having a dad in my life and how important it is to have a father in your life. And having a mother is fine, but you need that father. You need that manhood, especially a son. A son like me needs a fatherhood in his life. So on behalf of that, I want to wish you a happy Father's Day and many more. And I just pray that this Father's Day will be a strong blessing to you.
Hi, honey. I love you. Thank you for choosing me to be your wife. I know you had a lot of other choices. I may not have been your first choice, but I was the best choice. That dark berry worked there like a charm, didn't she? Yes. Love you. Happy Father's Day.
If love had a sound, this would be that sound.